Alright, hello everyone, and I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend, nice, relaxed, not too much work. This weekend, for me, I don't you listen there, has been a little bit hectic. Work's been pretty chaotic. Work both days. Is it raining? I've done a few things. Went for a quick nap after work. Want to go for a run. We'll see if it clears up. A little bit of sirens in the background, all sorts going on, but what did I think? Okay, so I was looking at gold. I think this was at the back end of the podcast that I did yesterday with Connor. If you haven't checked that out, it was sort of a little bit of a mixed bag. Both of us haven't had fantastic months, and we didn't really see much on the chart, so we spun off onto the FANG stocks in the US, and then we talked about the Dow Jones a little bit. Not so much the Dow Jones, a lot of Bitcoin, and it's obviously pretty interesting where it is now. Might just bring that up and see what it's doing. I'm actually contracted to a prop firm who they trade Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So just before I went back to Perth, I have intentions to go back in February, where I'll probably stay for a few months, probably 3 months. Just to you have to get profitable. There's a schedule, and so it's interesting. Oh, it's 3596. So it's like pretty much 1,000 cheaper than what I looked at yesterday. This is pain. It's interesting with the futures because you can the trading is just a big social psychology thing. So you can actually see the order book. You can see, obviously they're spoofing and stuff because it's not really regulated, which is, that's what the founder of BitMEX wants, and that's fine. It's hard, obviously, to regulate. But there it is. So the thing is, you get paid in Bitcoin. So you obviously, my crew that I'm with is probably making money, but it's interesting. Obviously, you pay in Bitcoin, so it's like, well, anyway. So yeah, I guess the theory would be you wouldn't cash out until. But who knows? To me, it sort of looks like it's in a free fall state. And Connor and I, we talked about this. This is probably episode, I don't know, maybe mid 50s when it was at 14,000. We were talking about Bitcoin and why you got to be a little cautious. Now, I knew people that were trading, and it's very difficult. It was very difficult to do that as well. So they were experienced traders because there would be wild swings if you're holding semi big positions. So it was something where it was crazy. So I actually didn't touch it at all. But I'm sure it was a bit of a ride for people, and if there was money to be made. Right now, it's maybe like if you were trading the futures, but you have to get Bitcoin to use that as well, to use the BitMEX exchange. So it's just a little interesting where you're making money, but I guess the theory would be that it would come back up as well. I've got a lot of individuals that I follow on YouTube. I just like to see what the sentiment is, and obviously, there's pumpers, there's people talking all sorts of opinions. So it's an interesting little space right now, and what's going to happen with that ecosystem, and we'll see what does happen. But anyway, so we're talking about gold. We're talking about, see what the euro's doing. It's always interesting to see what the majors doing as potential traders. So it is through a bit of support. And it looked like the break's doing alright, so there could be a potential gap up on the pound, maybe, come Monday morning. So for the gap chases and closes and however you do it. I don't think I've actually done a gap trade, to be honest. So it doesn't look like it's raining anymore. Alright, so that's the pound. So we'll see what it does in the market's open in 11 hours. So let's just under 11 hours. So look at euro, look at the pound yen. I was talking to a trading friend, and she was talking about the pound yen. Yeah, nice. Not too bad. As we're talking shot. I can't quite remember. I'm not really. Well, on the daily, you could draw a trend line in there. It's respected it. So I do shorter time frame stuff with the 10 years, or that's why the template's on there. So alright, weekly. Okay, weekly, you know what? These weeks, I would say, it's fairly okay for a short trade. It's a little bit of support there, that's all. So on the 4 hour, I do most of my stuff on the 4 hour, so it did definitely fade away. And we'll see. It hasn't really this is interesting, and then it just sort of, that must have been on the back of those resignations as well. So that I tried shorting the pound Kiwi, and obviously I had a big stop because it's this candle on the pound Kiwi, and a gentleman, what's the gentleman's name? I'm going to give him a shout out, the Mad Forex Trader. And I appreciate the commentary, and this is good, guys. If you're a beginner trader and you have any questions, I mean, I would call myself a novice trader. That's what I would call myself. To be like a professional or consistently profitable trader, I'm certainly not there yet, so I don't claim to be. But it's great to, this guy's asking good questions. He sounds like he's a better trader than me, actually, just with what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. So it's great, guys, to share. Even if you think it's a silly question, please do. He mentioned, where, my take profits were and everything on the pound New Zealand. And, it's an interesting situation with the pound. And it's strained, it can quickly sort of shift again to a positive sentiment. So it's interesting. So I sort of got in here at the low and got out about here. I was just a little frustrated. The week had been bad, so I was like, you know what? But I also, with my psychology, a little rattled. I got out of the Kiwi as well, and I want to go over that because I enjoy sharing moments when I didn't trade that well because it's good. So I got in here. I really like that candle setup. So just the context, and there was a lot of space to the left, but there was a bit of support down here, and I sort of disregarded it. And if we go to the 4 hour, hopefully I see the there it is. Yeah, so it didn't look so great on the 4 hour how it closed. I didn't wait to see how this closed, and then I'd be in profit. So you really don't want to dwell on that at the same time because it tried. It was very wicky, and I think I got out here because I thought it was going to rally. So a little painful, but that's okay. That's all right. So that's a pretty brutal candle right there, though. At the end of the day, that would have printed at 4 a.m. on Saturday morning. So if you were having a rough Saturday or Friday night, that would have you were trailing that. That's trading, though. That really is. So you're going to get that everywhere in the stock market, Bitcoin futures, whatever. That's just if you're trailing exits, because I probably would have. Because, no, maybe not. No. I don't think so. My stop wasn't above here. It was like up here. So it was never threatened. I mean, yeah. But that's that anyway. It's good. You want to screenshot this. You want to go back. You want to do stuff like this on Sunday when most people aren't doing that. Most people won't be bringing the charts up. They won't be going over, what's working and what's not working. And really, I mean, that was an okay trade. I just, you shouldn't really close things out, especially when it hasn't really threatened the stop loss. It was about 20, at the worst, 25% of the stop loss. So, pretty bad trading. That's pretty bad trading. That's like amateur hours. So, big time. So that's disappointing. Now I really look at that. I was rattled, because I had the Euro, Aussie, and I'm just, increasing the size of the account as well. And it's not all my money either. So I think that has compromised me a little bit. So I'm more eager to see go immediately into the green. And you can't be like that. You've got to trade the system. You've got to sort of be a little bit robotic. But I do enter manually as well. But yeah, you just got to be a little bit patient. So yeah, shout out to the Mad Forex Trader. I appreciate the comments on the pound Kiwi. So, pardon me. Trade ideas. Trade ideas. Nothing really spectacular. Aussie dollar. I wouldn't mind shorting the Aussie dollar as well. I'd like it just to sort of do this Monday, like up, down, and then really start turning. Something like this counter would be great. Through the trend line, and then I'd short that. So that's what I'd be looking at. No A-grade setups. You know, I probably won't be trading, honestly, this week. I'm just going to be like pump the brakes, capital preservation. I'm down about 2.8% for the month so far, and I was off about 3.5% last month. So I'm still really up and down, and I'm not, you know, my bad months, I really want a bad month to be, it's like just 2%. But obviously, you know, I was up quite a bit. I was up 3.5% again this month, and then I might be 3. I got a little greedy. You know, Euro-Aussie was late entry, and then the pound New Zealand. I think the pound New Zealand was still probably a valid trade to get into. I just, you know, should still be holding that, but and then New Zealand dollar. There was another trade as well. Swissy yen. Let's just go to memory lane here. It's always fun to do that. The tales of an idiot forex trade. I wouldn't call myself that. Like, I'm very strict with my risk management. I'm minimizing mistakes. It's just, you know, I'm playing around a little bit more size, and you know, these things can happen. Yeah. So the Swiss yen. Where was the trade? I haven't even done the little. I think, honestly. Hey everyone, and how are you? I can work this out. Let's just do this in live now. What's on live? Now, with the live videos, I do get quite a bit of lag with the Google screen share, but it's not too bad. But it's going to be very difficult for me to do like shorter time frame. I'm going to try tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, Sydney time, we'll be looking at. I'll be on the computer by about 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. Normally what happens is that's 7 a.m. Perth time, so the spreads will be quite high. But then if I see anything, we'll do it. I'll start recording. If not, I won't do the live feed. And then it will be 11 a.m. Check again. And then 12 p.m. I'll check again. So, I mean, I might check. You might see me go live and off and live and off and live and off 3 times. Just to touch base. And we'll see how that all goes. All right, so let's bring up account history. Swiss yen. So Swiss yen was a full, you know, that was a full 2%. So that was like a Mike Tyson, mid-80s punch in the head. And I'm a bit of a fan of Mike Tyson from that era. Not everything else he did, obviously, because he was, you know, a bit of an unsavory character at times, but he was just a bit unhinged. And I guess you sort of have to be like that to have that amount of destruction at your disposal. That's, you know. All right, so this is actually a bit of a messy, I think it's here. Yeah, that was it. 14th. I think that's going to work. It might have been even that. And then it was looking okay. Everything was green. I was like, yeah, you know, Euro-Aussie, this is green. Oh, it was beautiful. I was like, yeah, you know, this is. I was looking at like a 5% month, and I was like, yeah. It would have been, and then I got out on the 21st, probably around here. So that's that. But I've sort of dragged on. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. More updates to come tomorrow. No real clear trades quite yet, so nothing really on the watch list. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.